to the 22222. It's the 2222 reading. We had to find out what was going on. I don't know about y'all, but again, I was feeling the energy. I was feeling the pull. I was feeling the energy around solitude, kind of remaining by yourself and kind of taking that time out for self reflection, as well as just relaxing, resting, giving back to yourself. So I wanted to see what comes up for the collective for today. Of course, I'll be back again for 22222. But we have there's a portal now and a portal coming. So it's gonna be ongoing. So especially in February of 2022, like I just wonder about Valentine's Day too, because I'm like, damn, if 2222 is gonna be crazy, then what is 214 gonna be like? And then what's 22 gonna be like? So I'll be back for that. I'll definitely be back so we can check out those energies. But I know I have been just the energies, and we're just going to pull some messages around the energies that we've kind of been feeling, what we expect to feel this upcoming week. Like I said, I felt a lot of energy of solitude, and this is so perfect because emotional withdrawal. If this ain't what's really going on, I'm just saying, emotional withdrawal, emotional loss, and memories of love. Like all of this, like I'm so not surprised all emotional love cards came out, all green chakra energy came out. That's not a coincidence. So let's pull the chakra messages as well. I'm gonna get a little deeper into each one of those. So that's similar to like the 5 of swords, the 6 of swords, and the ace of swords. So this is like walking away from those, I feel like, hurtful memories. So I feel like at some point there was something that you was really sad about. That I want to feel like it's an emotional connection. This could be a partnership. This to me normally refers to emotional loss, like partnership. But I also felt death just now as well. Like it could be a loss of a person you love, loss of a loved one, that as well. And then we have memories of love as well. So again, that kind of reflection, like I was saying, like this energy I feel like I'm coming out of is this energy of reflecting on that emotional loss. Like I feel like some of us have been kind of stuck in this place of constantly reflecting, maybe kind of kicking yourself in the butt, or kind of, I just heard you need to forgive yourself. Like don't hold a grudge towards yourself. This was an experience you had to experience, but let's keep going. And then we have emotional loss here, walking away from that. That's what this is. You're walking away from these harsh memories of love, which, I'm hearing lessons as well, which were lessons for you. Let's just see what chakra energy comes out and what they're trying to bring out here. Yeah, of course. And then we have pleasure, and then we have responsibility. So I feel like many of you felt like, some of these people were like you were the reliable one. You were the one who had to keep it going. You were the one who had to remain responsible. You were the one who had to get it done. So now I feel like there's this movement from, taking care of others to taking care of you. Like this is this energy of responsibility, moving from this responsibility aspect, the yellow chakra, doing things for others, to coming back into yourself, your own here. And so that's speaking to indulging in yourself, your own beauty, your own sensuality, and enjoyment. So I feel like this is a lot of leaving things behind. I feel like a lot of the energy that you were in before was like, I have to do this. It's my responsibility. I'm supposed to do this. Especially as divine feminines, we tend to do that regardless, right? We tend to take on other people's shit. And I'm hearing that too. Like, taking on other people's emotions, taking on other people's baggage, taking on other people's shit in general. So what we want to look at here is simply, is that baggage ours? And I feel like many of you it's energy of feeling guilty, because if you can't be there for them, or if you can't do this for them, or if they can't come to you for this, if they can't rest on your shoulders, if you can't be the one to uplift the family, if you can't be the one to, then it's going to crumble. And and I'm hearing that baggage isn't yours. Like, people have to grow through their own lessons. And I feel like some of you are taking on the responsibility. I just heard enabling. enabling others from dealing with their own stuff, handling their own business, so you're taking that opportunity technically away from them, because you're in essence, taking on that responsibility for yourself versus, you know, uh, versus them taking on that responsibility for themselves. Sorry, guys. Had to clean that off. Does it look clearer now? It was a little off. It just looked a little off. But so hopefully that helps. But so yeah, this is really about, taking back and starting to take care of yourself. So I feel like this month is really centered around now indulging in yourself. What do you need to do to kind of indulge in yourself? I feel like one more chakra message, or a few more want to come out. I feel like more want to come out here. I really am tempted to go to the Star Seeds deck. I really want to go that route, but I feel like there was more that wanted to come out here. And then we have faith here, money, and intelligence. So, and I feel like this is a choice now. This is a choice that you've made. Like, I feel like, at the bottom of the deck, we have will, which is speaking to assertiveness. Now you're moving. You're taking self-control. You're moving to the next level. You're the one that's directing your life. Does that make sense? So, good for you. Okay, so now we have, lessons that you're learning, like I said, about this process. You're also taking care of finances, your abundance. This is that abundance coming in. So Spirit is saying have faith and know that this was all what you needed to kind of, in essence, go to the next level. We have faith here, we have money, and then we also have here intelligence. This is, by the way, for some of you who are interested, this is I feel like this is the Chakra Deck. So if you're interested in that, you might be able to look below and click on the link and find that. But this is really about you being supported spiritually through your next steps to your abundance. And I feel like Spirit is also changing your perspective as it relates to certain things in your life, to where you can finally withdraw from what may be a toxic situation, what may be a slightly, I'm gonna just see really quick this situation here, this emotional loss that some of you are going through here. I feel like many of you, it's a relationship, but some of you, like I said, it seems to be, it could be like a parent, it could be loss in general. Yeah, you guys are going to a new life. So yeah. Okay, then I have soulmate here. So yeah, this is in regards to some of you having soulmate. This could be a twin flame energy as well. But this is leaving behind the cyclical pattern that you've been in. You might have been in a pattern of everything's going well, but then you're hurt again. Everything's going well, then you're hurt again. It's almost like, when things are going well, you're going to hurt again. So I feel like this is you coming out of that cycle. This is what I feel like you're leaving behind, because they now have a new life for you. And so they're asking you to continue. Don't give up. Continue to take the action necessary so you can kind of come out of this energy of solitude. Like you were meant to go in this energy of solitude. For some of you, it was perhaps to get away from someone, but it's now time for you to come out of this place of solitude. Some of you may have to confront someone and tell your truth. I kind of want to find out what's that right here regarding the soulmate. Oh, yeah. Some of you might be avoiding a conflict with someone, but I feel like, because maybe you feel like they haven't changed, and maybe they have, you feel like you feel like they've pulled the wool over your eyes. But I feel like you're moving to a place of, like, you're moving in a new direction to where now you're going to have a new life with a loyal partner. So for some of you, you may be in a place where you're no longer patient with someone, and you're just wanting to get out of this never-ending story. You want to get out of this pattern of consistent disappointments. Damn. Okay. So that is part of this 222 movement. Let's just see if there's anything else here. I feel like this one to come out for you too. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be in an awesome place. Know that your peace is coming, and remember to clean up your side of the road. This is not for everybody else. This is for you. Like, you clean up. You need to do what's best for you. Like, you're not here to do somebody else's lesson, take care of somebody else. You know, do somebody else's job for themselves. That's not what you're here for. So, I feel like, you know, of course, a lot of us was taught that way, right? Like, you know, if the divine feminine, if the mother, if the mother, the wife, what have you, doesn't do it, then the family falls apart. But really, everybody has to take accountability for their own, you know. So this is like kind of getting out of that mindset. You know, meek does not mean weak, right? Yeah, damn. Okay, some of the same messages are coming out here from the goddess perspective. I pulled out the goddess deck too. And of course, we got responsibility, betrayal. Okay, so the energy I'm feeling here is more so like you were supposed to be this for me. You were supposed to be that man. You were supposed to be that person I can count on. I feel like many of you feel betrayed when it comes to people in your life that you were supposed to count on. And but what I want to let you know is through that betrayal, that's how your other side grew. That's why they're saying embrace your shadow here. So this was you trusting, but now it's like the other part of you has to come out because of this betrayal. And now it's kind of like, okay, it's on. So now I got to do what I got to do to obtain justice. Now I got to do what I got to do to even out the scales. And this speaks totally to the divine feminine movement, right? This speaks totally to that divine feminine balancing act. So that feminine power. So again, this is not just for women, this is for everyone, because everybody has masculine and feminine energy. And so this is about really me taking a back seat to the masculine way of doing things. And now you're like, fuck that. Like, it's time for me to step up. It's time for me to do what I gotta do. And I think you're going to be excited about it. I really feel like this is part of your new beginning, to where you're learning new things. You have newness coming your way, and then you have your play, which is also this energy of just kind of enjoying your life, that pleasure again. So I'm seeing responsibility and pleasure. So this is like coming from, okay, wow, okay. So this is about coming from feeling obligated. I just heard. So feeling obligated to do something to now doing what you want to do. So now it's not so hard for you anymore, because now it's not like I have to do it. It's just I want to do it, because it's not a place of obligation anymore. Like, I feel like when people are in this energy of obligation, like, let's say, you know, people in relationships and they feel like they have to remain in that relationship. They feel like they can't leave the family. They don't want to break up the family. They have all of this going on. Now it's almost like, it's not that I want to do this because I'm obligated, because I have to, but now it's kind of moving in a direction to where you feel like, okay, this is something I want to do. This is something I was obligated to do. Now I can be my authentic self and do what I want to do. It's almost like this energy of not feeling like you're allowed to do what you want to do, because you were doing too many things for others and doing so many things for, you see what I'm saying, everyone else. It wasn't about you. And so, or it wasn't about you. Yeah. So now it's like this movement out of this energy of feeling obligated. And again, providing this balance for you, bringing forth this energy of balance for the feminine, to bring that energy back in. I like that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Now I want to move on. I've been wanting to get my starseed deck, because the whole point was to kind of start off here, but we started off a different way, and it's okay. How you guys doing on this 22222? How you guys feeling? Okay. Okay. Ooh. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm saying that because I see this protection here. Like, I really feel like a lot of you felt like you were betrayed. You were let down. Like someone didn't protect you. Some of this could be a father energy. It could be a husband energy. It could be like a mate energy. But I'm now seeing the star brother coming in, which is speaking to, again, loyalty and feeling safe again, knowing that you're protected. So again, I feel like we're coming out of this energy of a false dependence on people who are not up to par. Like, so I'm gonna just keep it real. What I'm really feeling right now is like many of you have been taught that this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go get somebody that's supposed to come in and hey Tara, how you doing? Hey Joy, sorry y'all, I didn't see none of this. Hello Grace, how you doing? Hi guys. Trying to stay quiet for this 2 I know that's right. What I'm really feeling is this false, is this an illusion that you're supposed to be dependent upon masculine persons, masculine energy, masculine anything, to get your needs met. And I don't mean this is just by people you're dependent upon. I'm talking about the masculine way of doing things. Like, I had a couple conversations today and I was like, my lifestyle right now is not some masculine shit. That's all I can say. My shit is based on miracles. God is good to me. God provides for me. I had a conversation with one of my girlfriends like over a week ago. And I was like, I can't get into this energy all about this vax, non-vax shit. And I mean, it just went far left. And it got to the point where, because I have put myself on the line in many ways to where, in essence, because of my mindset, I've always, like, for instance, I've never vaccinated my child. Let me just make that very clear. Like, my child, since she was a baby, was never vaccinated with any fucking thing. Like, we've always done things in a natural way. I've always felt a certain way. I've gone through my own cancer issues to where I've healed naturally. I refuse to do the means that the doctors gave me. All of that to say, I have my own personal reasons. God had me go through this process for a reason, to where I was able to help other people who went through my same situation and help them overcome cancer, help them overcome different things. So all of that to say, based on my life experiences, I'm going to do things a little differently. She goes in on me, like literally goes in on me on some, well, if you lose your job, because that's where it was going. I was about to lose my job. I mean, my 9 to 5. Of course, I have all kinds of, I know I got my businesses and all of that. But I was about to, in essence, be suspended and potentially lose my job over my perspective, over my belief. And once you take my belief from me, I ain't no more good, because now I really feel, so again, it's this level of illusions that we're all living in, right? Now, I totally respect everybody for their choices. I could care less about that. My point is, it's a choice. Is it not? I don't know. But nowadays, it makes you feel like it's not a choice. All of that to say, I was willing to lose my job. And so first thing come out of her mouth was, who's going to pay your mortgage? Who's going to take care of your child? Who's gonna? And I was like, hold the fuck up. Who? We're talking about somebody else other than me physically on this 3D? Who? I said, first of all, I don't know. You got me fucked up. I love you, but no. I don't have to explain shit to you. You don't know shit about my life, for real, for real. You know what I mean? You don't know shit about my struggle, because for real, a lot of this shit is very surface-like. A lot of the people in your life is some surface shit. That shit ain't deep. Like, they may be around for different reasons. They may be around because y'all grew up together, whatever. But in time, if you really want to get deep, because this is a deep conversation, right? But now you can't handle the deepness. Now, like, we got to go back to the surface shit. Now we got to act fake and phony and act like we're good when we're not. You see what I'm saying? Or act like, but because really, in essence, the point is, there's a lot of people around me that have my mindset, but then there's a lot of people around me who don't. And a lot of people who know what I've gone through and know my allergic reactions and know what all of these things are going on. And then there's some people who really don't even care due to current society's perspectives. All that to say, my point is, I want the choice. And so I was willing to put my life on the line for the second time when it came to my jobs, because I felt like, they put my life on the line plenty of times and didn't give a fuck about me. So at the end of the day, because of their agenda. And so I was like, I've already gone through this. I've already gone through this and succeeded. And because I had the perspective that, you know what, God got me. Fuck you as my manager, fuck you as my supervisor, director, whoever, is above, so-called above me. You're not above me. And this is my perspective, and everybody ain't ready for this shit. Y'all got me twisted. I don't count on people for shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's really this energy of counting on God, not people. You feel me? And that's my point. It's about who do you count on for your life? Who do you count on for your abundance? Who do you count on for ... So when you are putting all this energy into people for your job, your mate, and all this stuff, when you start putting your energy, your faith, your abundance in people, you'll lose every time. Because people are fucking people, period. So to me, God is my light. God, I have faith in what God. So she's like battling me, like, well, who's going to do this and who's going to do that and who's going to, and your daughter's in college and who's going to, you know what happened? The next fucking day, like literally, it was an email that came out that said, we can't do this shit no more. We're not even going to go forward with any disciplinary actions, blah, 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 because this shit is ... Done. Thank you. I appreciate that. But this all came before that. And God just kept telling me, stand your ground. And to me, when people confront you on some shit that you feel deep about, it's like giving that last nudge of, okay, let's get this last shadow energy out, because we need both of you. We don't just need this side of you. We need this side of you. We don't want you trying to look meek and mild and that's it. We need this side. So many of you being triggered and bringing up a lot of things because, wow, the wild woman got to come out. She got to come out. You see what I'm saying? And it's time for her to come out. You feel me? You said, I have been still 2020 and pandemic happening at work and all. Child, people were so full of anxiety. I know. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because it's fear. And as soon as I take her to her, why you feel, and I asked her, I was like, why are you so emotional? Why is this bothering you? Why is my decision bothering you so much? like I'm like, why is that? Like, why are you feeling so, like, she passionate, like, just get it. Like, I mean, she came at me, like, get it. Like, you know, and I could feel it. And at that point, I had to back off because my energy levels, first of all, obviously, I have a heightened sensitivity, right? So I can feel all this shit. Like, it's no joke. Like, I can feel it. Like, you ain't even got to be in my room. You ain't got to be on the phone with me. And I can still feel your anger. Like, you ain't got to be in the house with me. I can hear your ass from across town somewhere. You feel me? I mean, and I may not even want to, because if you're talking about me, I can feel it. It's just, that's who I am. So I had to back away and actually go into a place of solitude for at least a good week or two. Like, whatever was going on right now, it was like, and it's so interesting because I felt like God really put me in a position. Like, I changed my room up, like, before all of this, like, and created like a suite in my room. Like, I would love to show y'all my room. I have to show it to y'all one day. But I mean, I added like a couch, a sofa, chair, tables, like ottomans, all kinds of stuff. You know, Instagram, I showed y'all how I remade an ottoman and turned it gold and all of this. So all of that to say, it was something I had to do, and I had no idea what I was preparing for, because I have an office. You see what I'm saying? I got an office in my house. Like, I mean, I have like a 3-bedroom house, like on 5 acres of land. So I have more than enough rooms, the places to go, but something was telling me, so it was almost like God was preparing me. It's not almost, it was God preparing me for solitude. And if you trust in God, you will listen and you will do as God asked, and you don't have to worry about a lot of these things. You feel me? And then it's like a level of trust that you have with God. And that's what I feel like I have, and something that I've been building with God for a long time, like since I was my church days. I mean, since I was a kid, like, you know, I've been building this trust with God for a long time. So I feel comfortable putting my life on the line for many reasons, because I trust God. I trust my guidance. My trust and faith is not in people, period. It used to be, don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted. I used to be that way, but due to pushes, like I said, like when they were trying to take my job or trying to move my job 6 hours away, well, who the fuck was going to sell their house and move in the middle of fucking West Virginia? Bum the fuck. Y'all got me twisted. I'm not, you know, like they're like, oh, well, all you got to do is move. And it's like 0.1%, you know, African-American, Black, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, y'all got me fucked up. I'm not raising my kids over there. Like, this is not going to happen, you know. And so, you know, I just was not interested in changing my lifestyle and moving. But they were like, well, I don't give a damn. Either you're going to move or you're going to lose your job. So, I mean, we fought. We went to Congress. We did the union thing. We did all kinds of stuff. And they still moved, and they tried to say we weren't good at our jobs. They tried to say we were undereducated. They had a lot of very racial, slanderous shit to say about us, because majority of the people in my department look like me. And they were like, this is a problem. Y'all high-paid people that look like you, and it's a problem. And so we need to get rid of this shit. We want them high-paying jobs over here. I get it. Don't get it twisted. So they started saying fucked up shit like, well, they're undereducated, they're overpaid, they don't, you know. I mean, it was terrible. And I mean, to the point where it just seeped into the morale of the place where I worked. It seeped into it negatively everywhere. Like everybody, it was hard to come to work. It's like I was praying over the building before I even came to the job. Because again, but it was like at one point, again, this was what God put me through, because I feel like God was trying to say, don't have your faith in them. Fuck them. I got you. Like your faith belongs in me. So when someone's trying to take your job, trying to take your livelihood, trying to take your home, trying to take your the people that supposedly are responsible for you, the people that you're supposedly dependent upon for your livelihood, you're depending upon people for your livelihood. And I don't care who it is, if it's a job, a person, whatever. The point is, your parents, whoever. Point is, it doesn't belong there. That's not where your faith lies in people. Your faith lies in God, period. And that is something that many of us have had to work on, had to clarify, fix over ever how long. So if I hadn't gone through some of these experiences that pushed me to where that wild woman came out, like, because it came to a point where, okay, so you put me in a point where I really had to not give a fuck. Like literally. Like I had to realize that, wow, they don't want to help me. Even when we went through the justice system, even when we went through EEOC, even when we had class action suits, none of that shit worked. And all this shit was a lie. It was an illusion to make you believe that these constructs are in place to assist you. So, I mean, the worst thing you could ever do to me is open my fucking eyes. So once you open my eyes, no, my shit is, I'm forever woke. Okay, you can't get over on me anymore. Like, So, had I not gone through these instances or these opportunities, these challenges, these obstacles, I wouldn't be so convicted as I am today, to where I was willing to put my job on the line personally for my own self, for my own beliefs. And I realized that those people who were so-called taking our jobs, they just wanted stability. They just wanted more upper mobility. I realized, I got to a point where I was like, you know what? I can't even be mad at y'all. This is what y'all wanted. I get it. Because I went and visited the town and everything was moved to. I was like, damn, this is trash. Like, I hate to be like that. But the area where it was not the DC area. Obviously, it's not a city. It's like a little town. And, they were looking for, and I get it. So I got to the point where it was like, okay, so they're just looking for, I get that. So I'm not dependent upon them for, I get that. And when they finally apologized, now granted, I had to move on before this. When the apology finally came, I tell you, I went through a few different stages before I got to the point where I was good, to where an apology wasn't even necessary. But when they even gave the apology, I must say I wept. I wept. I was like, wow. Like, because they had the nerve to come back like, why is the morale so bad? They actually had a consultant come in. They actually had a consultant come in because I think it was deemed by Congress or something. I don't know. Somebody told them they had to have, an outside consultant come in and check on the morale of the place, or check on the whatever of our location. And when they did it and the people came in, they came out with a terrible review of them. And they was like, it starts from management, period. The mentality, all that started from management. So then after that, they had the nerve to come back and ask us, well, what can we do to make it better? I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, is this what we doing? Really? I let a manager come at me like hard. Like I went through so much shit, y'all. I don't even want to tell you all the shit I went through. But the point is it pushes you to be who you are. It pushes you to be convicted in who you are. It pushes you to remind you of your strength. It pushes you to remind you of that the obstacles are just something you got to step over. That's another lesson for you to become stronger. They asked us, what the fuck can they do to make our situation better? And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Who you? Me? And so I waited, right? And I waited to hear what people would say. And people were saying bullshit. Like, well, I realized that you finally started talking to us. Thank you for finally talking to us, Kim. And, thank you for, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, did everybody forget about the last 5 years of bullshit? So I just waited, and nobody wanted to say anything because they had shut everybody up. Literally. They shut everybody up. They were reprimanding people for just speaking up in meetings, asking a question. They reprimanded me for asking a question. Had my husband not been an attorney for the fucking union, they would have had me too. You see what I'm saying? So God works in miraculous fucking ways. And that's how bad it was, where you couldn't even speak up. You couldn't even ask a question. You couldn't even give your perspective. They didn't give a fuck. I mean, it was some slave shit. Don't get me started. Like, it was some, I'm a whip this high paying ... It was crazy. I'm gonna whip this one person here who spoke up in front of everybody, so you fucking know never to do what that fuck they did. And now you back down for good. That's exactly what the fuck they were doing. It was no joke. It was like, this is Black History Month. We talking about this shit right now. Like, this shit's crazy. This shit's crazy. So at the end of the day, when they asked us in a fucking, I was like, wow, nobody wanted to say nothing. So for the last time, because I was over it, because I was done. I was like, I'm not doing this shit no more. Like, I'm getting another job. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm just moving on. Like, a lot of people just left. And I was like, no, we ain't got to leave. We good. You know, we can fight this. We gonna win. They can't do this shit to us. Yes, they can. And can they get away with it? Yes, they can. Will they do it? Yes, they can. You know, so when they came back, I spoke up for the last time. I spoke up for the last time, and I just simply said, well, maybe you might want to start with an apology for all the negative things you said about the people who already worked here. To my understanding, and I was in the fucking room when it was said. So I wish they would have said it was a lie. I said, you said we were undereducated. You said we was overpaid. You said that we were not. I mean, it was all these racial innuendos. And it was like, and it was a lot of people of color, but it wasn't all. And I said, and that still sits deep. And one of the women sat there and said, or one of the people on the panel said, oh, that never happened. We never heard about that. And it took the fucking head of everybody to say, oh, yes, I heard about that. And I didn't know you guys were still holding on to that. I didn't know that was still in you. Like, I didn't know it was still impacting y'all like this. We apologize dearly. That should have never been said. As a matter of fact, you guys are more educated than the people that were in West Virginia. You guys had, I mean, literally, the shit they were doing was they were giving jobs to people who didn't even have a college degree over people who had master's degree. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's the shit how just blatant this shit was. It was fucked up. So all I have to say, she was like, we apologize. I apologize. I knew about that. And the other one was like, really? That happened? Like, really? Get the fuck, bitch, you knew. Like, you know, and then the other guy was like, yeah, okay, you know. So they apologized. And when they finally apologized, like, I had to go to the bathroom because it was almost like this level of healing that happened for me because I had been fighting for 5 years for justice, fairness, and thought that it was going to come by my hand. And in many cases, a lot of it came by God. God put things in place. God. And then when they were supposed to move everybody, and those people who didn't move were going to lose their jobs, the fucking pandemic happened. And everybody went working fucking virtual anyway. Ain't that some shit? Now, granted, I left because I needed to, because, you know, obviously I was not staying in that motherfucker. But all of that to say, I don't know what God made me say all of this. My spirit is like making me spew all this, but it's just showing you that God works. And, you know, this level of protection we've been in lately has been a God protection. This is not us to be dependent upon other people for our protection, for our livelihood, for none of that. It's all for us to be dependent upon God and allow God to bring into your life the people who need to be in your life. Allow God to move people out of your life who no longer belong in your life, so you can then really feel love. So you can really feel safe, because our safety is in the wrong people. And that's my point. It's an illusion. This shit, the justice system, don't get me started. All this shit it's an illusion. So once you get rid of this illusion, this Disney perspective of relationships and all that dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? When you get rid of this, I need a man to come on a white horse and rescue me. The fuck you need to be rescued for? You're a fucking portal. You are strength. You bring forth life. You know, you are abundant. in so many ways. And I don't even mean just bring forth life, meaning birthing a child. I'm talking about bringing forth life, bringing forth sacred knowledge, bringing forth energy, bringing forth healing. That's life. Planting trees, planting whatever it is that you do to bring forth life, that is what your gift is. Whatever that is, you're bringing forth that. So all of that to say, you gotta know that, and trust in the right. Put your trust in the right places. There are people that have betrayed you, who were supposed to be accountable for you, who were supposed to be responsible for you, and now you're getting justice. And the justice comes in the form of your other side, and it's necessary. So now you're getting forth new life that's coming to you, loyalty that's coming to you. You now have a new level of knowledge, and it's all because God helped you to emotionally withdraw from shit that no longer serves you. Boom. Now take it to the next level. So again, moving it out of codependency. Here's that codependency message here, right? And then we have the 7 star sisters. This is, again, your birth and creation. This is just everything that I just talked about just now. You're moving out of codependency, creating boundaries for people who need to be left out of your life. This is about codependency and boundaries here. You got the love. You got what you need. And then you have 7 of stars, which is about birthing, creation, tapestry of life. This is about self-expression. Now you are able to express yourself and be who you need to be. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? I love this 222 shit. So whatever you've been in, you're coming out of it. And now you're moving out of a codependency, out of a toxic energy, and everything you learned was to bring forth ultimately another side of you that's going to help you birth whatever you need to bring into this life for you to ultimately get the loyalty, safety, and trust through God that you're supposed to get. And it may come through other people. So now you're moving other people out of your life and bringing in new people, but these are God-sent people for you. But again, trust God, and God will send you a sign saying, okay, this is the person for me. This is the person who now can watch over my household, for instance. Because there's a lot of people faking like they running shit, faking, wanting to act like, get the accolades of a king, all while acting like a straight up fool. I'm just saying, don't get me started. So everybody doesn't deserve that title of king or the authority of beautiful. I love this. Beautiful. Doesn't deserve the authority of an emperor in your life. You have some people in your life that are straight up fools, and they belong sitting here juggling and they probably are juggling. Don't get me started. But the point is, they're fools. And now it's time for you to get the emperor that you deserve. Okay. So the next message here is to let you know you are deserving. Okay. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support. Some of y'all are dependent upon people, or we're dependent upon people who are not capable of providing the support you need. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. We also have here, organize for success. Do not let the word organize you intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, and your living space and your finances will help you know the plan and your next action steps. You're deserving of this. So some of you may feel like you can't release, I feel like many of you, it's hard because you're like, but I've been responsible all this time. I have to be the one to do this. But I'm saying that God is more powerful, and we all know this, right? The creator is more powerful and can get this done for us, Okay, so let me leave this here. Let's see what other messages we have. Did I see the comments? How you guys doing? Hey, guys. I know that shit was insane, right? I'm all late. I'm sorry. What deck is what? Which deck? Which deck, Tamara? The goddess one? Oh, yeah, it is. I want to say it's the goddess oracle deck. It's called the goddess oracle deck. This is the Goddess Oracle deck. So that's what we've been using this for years, you know. So all the different, yeah, we've been using this for a while. So yeah, that's the Oracle, the Goddess Oracle deck. That if you're interested in that deck, okay. Um, so yes, so let's see what other energies are coming in for us right now. Any other messages for us right now? Thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides. We thank you for your messages, your love, your commitment through unconditional love. Thank you for your messages that you're going to provide for us and uplifting us to our next purposeful day as we move forward through this week and the following weeks to come. Thank you. We are grateful. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm truly grateful. Amen. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. Okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Oh, sheesh. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Gracious receptivity. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. New blueprints. Wow. Okay, so we have gracious receptivity. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Gracious, gratefulness. This is receiving of gifts, power, receiving of trust, being able to trust from a different perspective. This is a beautiful, we're going to have to look into this. Because look at this. Oh, my God. This is gorgeous. Damn. This is bad. This is even showing, I'm seeing throat chakra here, a lot of throat chakra, opening of your throat chakra. That's what I'm really feeling here. Messages, receiving of messages and opening of your throat chakra, universal messaging. I'm seeing transformation here. I'm feeling that empress energy, moving you from a queen to an empress. You're moving you from a princess to an empress, a page to an empress. Beautiful. We might have to read this message. I'm like intoxicated right now. Like, this is crazy. Look at that, y'all. Then we also have a new blueprint. So all of that to say, everything that I've been saying, there's definitely a change that's occurred. Today is the dawn of a new day. And then we also have our ancient future as well. So interesting. Wow. All right, let's do this, y'all. I want to look at this gracious receptivity first. Let's see what's going on here. I'm going to look at this gracious receptivity. What we talking about here? What we talking about her? All right, so this gracious receptivity speaks to gratitude, being thankful, receptivity, giving without expectation, how worthiness. This is again about your worthiness, your self-love. We're also saying can affect your capacity to receive and to give without depletion. This is about your overflow. Overflow of obligation, thriving over surviving. So, and gifting economy. So, yeah, this is thriving over surviving. This is again coming from that energy of I'm responsible, I'm obligated to do these things to finally thriving. This comes, and then it also it comes from this energy of surviving to living, right? It's like an energy of like back in the day, like 2 or 3 generations ago, even last generation, for many of us, our parents had to survive. Our grandparents had to survive. And in many cases, we're having to survive, but it's more of it's changing that mentality from surviving. This is what you're supposed to do because this is what I was taught, because this came from a survivor to now living. What do I need to do to now change my life to more of a living one? When we shift our perspective from what we are lacking, needing, and desiring, we temporarily replace the survival factor with the resonance of thriving. When we acknowledge the miracles of our existence and how far we have come despite the challenges, it can bring back the inner smile. Gratitude can be enlivened and an attitude of I've got this. Isn't that beautiful? The next step is to give from our heart without asking or inviting. When we emanate a field of new earth consciousness, giving can free us from expectations just by knowing that we can all thrive together when everything flows as a system of gifting. So let me see what other messages here. Yes, ma'am. Receptivity is a critical factor in our heart of giving. Those who struggle to feel they have the resources to give may also have trouble receiving. That's so true. Some do not feel worthy enough to receive, even from themselves. As mentioned, heart energy is key to gratitude and receptivity. Here, it brings us to now self love and how important it is for us to feel full enough so that our overflow doesn't deplete us. Beautiful. So, how many of you depleted? Let's just ask the question, what's going on here? How many of us are depleted or who have, oh, and that's why I also feel like I had to go into this solitude mode as well, is because of my depletion. I knew that. And as empaths, as gifted feminine energies in general, it's like this energy of always giving to others before ourselves. And it's almost like, I remember I did this ceremony one time where it was like, I want to say 5 or 6, maybe 7 women around me. And it was a ceremony where basically they were pouring into me. Now, I was very comfortable with pouring into everyone else, but when it was time for me to be vulnerable and to open up and to receive, it was like, even in my place of meditation, afterwards, they were telling me, every time we try to open you up, or every time I try to even give you something in your hand, like, to pour into your hand, to pour into your spirit through your hands, because there's a lot of receptivity that's in your hand, you kept closing it. She was like, it was almost like it was just, but I was like meditating. I was out, like it was like a meditative state. So it wasn't even like I was trying to, they weren't even touching me. None of them were touching me. But it was this energy of me, obviously still, because it was a problem with receiving. You see what I'm saying? So know that I totally understand what they're talking about here, and I'm sure many of you do as well. So the next message here is this blueprint. So we have a new blueprint, right? So we have to receive, we have this new blueprint. Be the change, take action, take a step, no matter how small. Ignite an upward spiral, make a positive change. Ethics and compassion, creating a ripple of light. I love this. Be the change you wish to see. This is, they're bringing back a message that they gave me a while ago, which was, do for others what you wish you would have had. So, like, I'm writing a book. I'm on my 2nd book now. And the information in the book is going to be more about the journey, that spiritual journey from obviously being grown up Christian and trying to move over into the spiritual aspect too, or knowing that I had this power from a child, to knowing, to being, in essence, shut up. In essence, you're being shut down because in a lot of places in religious sectors, they're not expecting the feminine to go, or you're not allowed to go, or you're not allowed to ask the question. You're not allowed, right? You're expected to be meek and mild, and for you to do anything other than that, then you're an embarrassment, or you're doing too much, or you see what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're not acting the way they wanted you to act, subdued, small, for you to act too large, and then, oh, that's why your husband and you are not getting, this is why he's cheating, because you're too, you need to dial that bit down. I mean, all that shit. I was like, something's wrong with this whole fucking picture. Like, but it was an experience I had to go through for me now to help others. You see what I'm saying? So what experiences did you have to go through to where now that experience is making you the powerful one to go out and now take in or teach others a different way? A way, or teaching children a different way than you had to go through. So a different struggle, so they don't have to go through the same struggle, right? Despite our desire to see change, we can be overwhelmed by all that is going on in the world, and making a positive impact can seem impossible. Wow. Stepping forward with action, however small, would benefit the vibration of the planet in some way. Consider how all beings can cohabitate with glorious in this glorious planet. So, I mean, it's really about you taking a step to do something. So the advice here is to do something. There's a new blueprint. You're creating this new blueprint. This is that energy that's coming in, 22222, a new blueprint. And you don't have to have a YouTube channel. You don't have to have a great YouTube channel. It could be a family member. It could be your family. It could be people around you. It could just be people at your job. It could be so many different people. And just you giving that little bit of that little nudge of just encouragement to be free, to teach other people to be okay with their feminine energy, to teach other people just a little something. You don't even have to do no huge long spiel like I am 50 minutes in. It could be something so small, planting a seed in someone. It can be so small. And then we have our ancient future. Now, when I see this message, what I'm really feeling off of this, and I'm going to read some of what it says, is this. I'm feeling this energy of bringing back DNA. Your DNA, you have basically been here. You've been here multiple times, right? It's not just your ancestors that's within your DNA, your bloodline, but then you have ancestors all over from all the lineages of all the times you've been here on earth, millions of years, thousands of years ago, whatever. So this is about bringing ancient understanding and knowledge here to today and bringing it forth to the future. So it's a lot of knowledge that's been lost. And this is about you, but it's in your DNA, it's in your being, it's in your innate, it's in your liberty, it's in your liberation, it's in your freedom, it's in who you actually are, it's in your authenticity. It's something that's within you, that's so deep within you that you just can't shake. And it's something that people need here. And it's going to help bring us here. You feel me? You feel me? You said it was no accident. My name was called, I'm Tara. Yep, you was called Tara. You said, I've been looking for my business partner. I lack so many resources. I was just realized that God is who I need to invite to my, yes, amen. I love that. Investing in my dream. Absolutely. I didn't know I had the book. Oh, well, this is the second one. The first one is still in editing. The second one I'm actually still writing right now. And it's more about the journey, more about helping you on my journey. It's more of a self-help. So I'm about to take a little vacation. So I may not be here next week, but I'm going to take a little vacation, try to put more time into it, and hopefully try to get as much of it done as possible. Just kind of being on the water and everything will hopefully help assist me with just getting that muse going, just getting that information out and just getting it written. So that's literally my goal for like next week. But so let's read ancient futures here. So this speaks to wisdom from indigenous people, ancestors holding the key for the future, ancient rememberings, bloodlines, and how the past affects the future, and a time to set up. Timeless, powerful symbols, activations for your powerful shift. So again, yes, absolutely. That's what this is speaking to. All of this is speaking to a change. This is a portal moment that we're in right now. Your real protection is here, which is God, right? Which is the creator, the universal creator. That is who our real protection is, and you deserve this. So put yourself in a place of receiving. Let me just see if there's any other messages they want me to share here. We are all being called back to our roots to acknowledge the infinite wisdom available when we drop to our knees in humble receptivity. To move gracefully forward, we must first stand in our power for the places, ethics, and conversations of what matters most. I love this. We must first stand in our power. That's what this is about, standing in your power. So again, I feel like many of you have gone through a lot of this learning lesson to stand in your power. Deep. I love that shit. That's some beautiful shit. As illuminated being ready. Okay. So we have here, with this in mind, we can ease through the waves, allow guidance and empowered perspectives to lead us to greatest good. So you're being led right now. I love this. I just want to show you guys these cards again. I want to definitely show you this one so you can concentrate on this one. I feel like they all have like some light codes in it. So whatever it is that you're feeling off this card, I would definitely kind of just stare at it and see which one you feel the most about, which one gives you that energy. I know this last one has a lot of light codes, so I'm going to show you that one last. So I'm about to move on to the next one to see how you're feeling, and also comment how you're feeling too. This is the second one. This one has beautiful, look at that. Again, that throat chakra energy. They're really asking us to share our experiences, right? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, this next one has a lot of light codes in it. So let's do this. Look at that. And I feel like I've shown this one to you guys before. So just breathe in. This is actually a very powerful one. And just let it flow through you to Mother Gaia. Oh my gosh. Can you guys feel that? Oh my gosh. And we're going to say thank you. We're grateful. Through unconditional love, so be it. Wow. And if you want to go back and just stare at that a little longer, please feel free to. I obviously have the opportunity to look at this as long as I want. But, you know. All right. So how you guys doing? I think that's the end of the message. I want to talk to you right now. You said she's sitting on a crescent moon. Let's see. Is she? She is. You're absolutely right. Beautiful. I love that. How you guys doing? How you guys been? How you been feeling this last week? How y'all been feeling? Did anybody have any quick questions? I can do a few quick questions before I leave here. You said lacking. Yeah. Exhausted. Yeah. Yeah. This was a time to rest. Were you fighting the exhaustion? Were you trying to, like, were you trying to stay up? Like, were you trying not to sleep? Like, on some, like, but I got to get this done. But I can't rest right now. Did you feel that way? And guys, can you please thumbs up while you're here if you don't mind? I appreciate it. It helps other people get to see the video as well, and it helps to, spread the channel a little bit. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, because like I said from the beginning, it was like this lonely energy. You're coming out of this. So this is more of that loneliness, feeling sad, feeling by yourself. And a lot of you are moving to new soulmates. You said my sleep was disturbed. Yeah, disrupted. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I get up all the time, so I totally... Yeah, but I do that all the time. So, like, I get that. I do it all the time. Like, I always get up, like, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And at those times, depending upon how I feel, most of the times, a lot of the times I'll pray or I'll do a reading or I'll figure out what is it that God wants to say to me at that time. It might be for me to remember a dream and write it down because it was possibly prophetic. Whatever it was, it's normally a reason when I'm getting up like that. I mean, of course, sometimes you got to go to the bathroom, you go back to sleep, but sometimes you can't go back to sleep. And it's almost like I may have things going on in my mind and my heart that's coming up. And so I write them all down. Those are the times where you could take the time to write them down. So if you are being interrupted at night, see if there's a pattern to your interruption and see if that, may assist you. Okay. Like just by writing it down, see if that'll then allow you to go back to sleep, or maybe it's a time to pray, at that time. Okay. I'm trying to nail down what it is exactly. The business I want to create. I know what I want the feeling to be, but to nail down the actual physical space and service. Yeah. The spaces and service. Well, I'm hearing let it take, like, it's going to take your time. That's what I'm hearing for you, Tara. Don't feel like there's a major rush. Like, I feel like maybe you're rushing it because you're thinking of maybe the physical aspects of maybe trying to care for yourself and taking care of everyone else and all of that. But I really feel like allowing it to unfold naturally is the best thing for you. And not to feel worried about the other things. Because I feel like it's more worried about the bills and the money and all these other things, like, oh, how can I transition? How can I do this? Than it is the other. Laura, you said I probably need to pray because I don't remember my dreams. What you might need to do is like just sit in silence for a while and kind of go back, because a lot of times when you wake up, you're coming right out of a dream. So I would suggest that you just kind of sit there quietly and just see if you can, like, what I do is I picture a screen, like a black screen sometimes. Like, first of all, I try to feel the dream and try to go back into it. So I try to go back to try to remember it. So first you're kind of sitting there trying to remember, but then you can also kind of create a screen where you want to walk into the screen and you want to be able to go down the path of your dream. Like, create like a black screen and then watch yourself have like little footsteps, like you're watching your feet moving throughout the dream, and see where it directs you, to the left, to the right, and then see what's created. And then it's going to starts to help it come back. But you got to be patient with yourself and allow that to come in for you. Okay. I hope that helps, Lori. Yes, because it's a small town and others have established recently what I would want to do. Yeah, but I kind of feel like, first of all, there's a lot of things that you need to do that's like you. Like, you are an individual that brings something totally different to the realm of it all. Like, people can create stuff because they feel like it's a fad, right? A lot of people will create things because they're like, well, this is the new thing. Let me just go do it. But it's something totally different when you have an authentic healer in it, what you bring to it. And also, I would like to say that don't worry about the competition, because there really is no competition. Like, we all are kind of working. Like, don't worry about like, this is the only crystal shop, or this is the only bath shop, this is the only uh tutoring company, this is the only, so because I feel like, regardless, small or not, it really comes down to all of you have something to offer. Some of them may be bad experiences, some may be good. Like, there's like about 3 Walmarts on my block. Granted, they all got the same shit. Granted, it's all Walmart, but do we have to have 3 of them within like 10 miles of me? Like, seriously? Like, damn. Like, I got one right up the street, then there's another one further down. Then one, just going south on, they're everywhere. But they're needed. You see what I'm saying? And they all do something different. But then you also got Walmart, you also got Target, you also got, y'all remember Zaire's back in the day? Oh my God, Zaire's turned to Ames. I'm showing my age now, y'all. Like, y'all remember that shit? Before the Targets came, But yeah, don't worry about the competition, because it doesn't even matter. Like, don't look at other people. Like, you're not in competition with them. You see what I'm saying? God needs you all. The Creator needs you all, because we have so many people who need to be uplifted, and all of you are required. It's not just one church in your town. It's probably like 10 different churches, or, no matter how small the town is, there's a bunch of them. You said Ames had the bomb nachos. Y'all remember that? Oh my God, I'm telling my age. I remember that when I was young. Oh my God. I remember my mother bought me a pair of black shoes, and I was like, there was some black patent leather shoes. I thought they were so cute, but I was like, Mommy, I already have a black pair. She was like, honey, you can have another one. I was like, oh, really? I'm just telling you, like, what I've been through. Like, I'm like, dang, as a child, everybody to this day is like, I don't know how you came out of her. Like, my mother, because my mother's very frugal, and I ain't that. Like, Did anybody have any questions? Because I'm about to roll out of here. Y'all good? I love you guys. Thank you. Did you guys like this 222? I'm trying to clean up too while I answer these questions for y'all, but I wanted to see if any. But I feel like that was it. I felt like that message was pretty straightforward. I love the message personally. I really love that message, guys. I might try to come live maybe before I go out of town, but I don't think so. It's going to depend upon how many things I got to do. Because, when you're about to leave, you got something. I already packed, y'all. I've already packed. I had to buy a new luggage set yesterday. I was like, okay, am I going to buy one more piece because I need one more piece? Or am I just going to buy a whole new set? Fuck it, bitches buying sets. I I had to find me a set. Ross for life. Look. You said I need that past life regression. Oh, I feel you. I feel you. You said we didn't have Ames in Houston. Yeah, do you remember Zaire? Did you have Zaire? I mean, it was kind of like a Kmart. It was before Target. Because I don't even think Kmart exists anymore. Like, right? Can you pull a card for me? Sure, Lori. Let's pull. We're gonna do star seeds. Let's see what we're doing. Maybe star seed and one. Maybe one. Let's see. Thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides. What message do you have for Lori? What message do you have for Lori? What message does Lori need to hear? What message does Lori need to hear? Thank you. Ooh. All right, there I go. Okay. The Golden Children and Starkeeper. So here are the messages that came out for you. And then you also had one here at the bottom of the deck for you as well. So this is speaking to sharing what you have to offer, you know. So there's something deep within you that you need to find and share with the world. It may have something to do with music, singing, because we have here frequencies of sound here, a song. But your inner child is trying to get you to do something. This might have been something that happened when you were younger, something you loved to do when you were younger. If you're feeling overwhelmed and like spiritually ascended, awakening, all of that, you need to ground your energy. Yeah, a lot of your messages are centered around you needing to, it's like singing, inner voice, vocalization. This is an individuality. This is about you being assertive. Then you also have passion, having fun, and then you also have forgiveness. So there may be, you might need to forgive someone from a relationship. But what this reading is mainly about is your expression of yourself. And I feel like there's something here about you needing to sing or something. Maybe it's a song that you need to sing, but it's something about your vocals here. And then we have caring connection here too. And it came in reverse. So there's some forgiveness that needs to be done there. And then we have, because I'm trying to find out more about the singing aspect, but a relationship is coming out as well. Again, I'm about to ask about this song, this self-expression. You might need to express yourself to this individual as well, because I'm seeing that as well, because I feel like fate has stepped in to assist you. Okay, so fate has stepped in. You got to follow your intuition, okay? I don't want to hear about this, but yeah, you have to follow your intuition, because there's someone who you need to express yourself to, and that's coming here. This goes with that. So there's self-expression here, needing to speak up for yourself, but also sharing your song. What does this song have to do with? I'm gonna just ask, because obviously they're not telling me right now. Oh shit! Really? Look, I'm over here like, for real? You said I write songs and children's books as a hobby. Well, that's your answer, sweetie. Like, I'm over here like, what song she need to write? You know, good enough. Long as you know, we good. Well, apparently you need to share the song. You need to share the song with other people. You need to share the song with the world, period. And as far as this caring connection right here, I feel like God got you in this. Fate is stepping in regarding this caring connection. There may be some forgiveness that you need to do here as well. Let me get you advice. Let me just get you some, well, I mean, I gave you advice, you know, but let's just pull one more. Advice. Let's see. What advice do we have for Lori? Thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, and God. I feel like one was trying to come out, but it went back in, so it'll come back. There we go. Damn. It had to go all the way over there, though. It had to go all the way over there, though, Lori. What's up? Let's see. Sorry, guys. Did y'all see my pants? Anyway. Wow, I love this. What do you feel? So I'm going to ask the question, because this message really speaks to you, again, following your intuition. I feel like there's a lot of energy. I heard muse. You have a muse around you, someone who helps you like get ideas and help you. But this is like the universal creator really assisting you. So you really have to follow your feeling. You may be clairsentient, like they got clairaudient, um, clairvoyant, all of that. So you have all these clairs, right? But I feel like you're clairsentient. You said, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So yeah, right now, yeah, fate is stepping in for you though. I kind of want to ask the question one more time, but you have to follow your instincts. You have to follow it. Okay. I just want to see fate. Clarify fate. What is fate stepping in with right now? Woo. Okay. Mm. Yeah. So fate is stepping in, stopping you from a new beginning with a caring connection. Someone. This looks like a mate. Fate is stepping in to because someone has been lying, deceptive. Someone is not right, and it keeps coming out. So I'm just, and this is someone who you've been with, and perhaps you've been emotionally withdrawing, but someone here has addictions that you're dealing with, and spirit is trying to allow for a transformation here. And for this person, hopefully, to grow. So you may have been in solitude for a while. There's a lot of shit coming out for you right now. So I'm gonna pull back that energy, Lori, because we ain't come here for all that now, did we? I know you're like, hold up, wait a minute, But yeah, there's a lot going on here, Lori. So I hope that helped you. I was trying to get you advice, wasn't I? And then I just went deeper. Did I get you advice? I feel like, yeah, I did get you advice. Okay. Booyah. Yes. You said fate has stepped in. But let me tell y'all, like, it's been stepping in for everybody. Like, everybody has been protected. Those people who've been dealing with these deceptive energies, who've been around these people who've been in this very toxic energy, look at that shit. This is someone who can't even deal with their own emotions. You feel what I mean? Like, this is someone who is drowning themselves and trying to take you with them. And I feel like this is transforming for you where you no longer have to take on that energy. It's not for you. This is very, this is just, I've been seeing this around for a minute. I think we're all kind of dealing with this. So you have this, whoever this person is, you're being protected. That's why you, and I'm also feeling for you that through this experience is giving you something to write about. Not to say you had to go through this to get a song or some shit, but I kind of am saying that shit though. like it's like you now have to feel that energy and see what comes through that energy. What came through that hurt? What came through that pain? Because there is a song for you to put out there in regards to this. This is very important for you right now. So, and I feel like what's triggering it and what's going to trigger like a damn good song is whatever you just went through or going through. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you for those messages. We are grateful. Yeah, Lori, you're done. I hope that helps. Yeah, thank you guys for sending that support to Lori. I appreciate that. You're so welcome, Lori. You're so welcome. All right, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. Are we good? Everybody good? I love you guys. I'm going to get on out of here. Have a good one. Bye.